surprise live. I'm on vacation, and as you've probably seen, I've been itching to get back in here and really give you guys what it is that you're here for anyways. So today I want to come back to, or refer back to, a post that I posted earlier in the week, just saying, give me your questions. What are your questions about anything? And we have some pretty big themes that came up. Lots of questions. I will say the biggest themes were conversion, of course, how to get started with anything, and also what do I offer? What are my programs? What are my packages? That sort of thing. So I did two things here. One, wrote it all down. I will be answering as many of these as I can get to before I have my next appointment. But I will also be inviting you guys all to a 1 full day workshop that I'm doing not this Saturday, but next Saturday, the full day. We are going to be working on your offers and your packages and individually helping you out. We'll all be giving each other feedback on our packages that we're creating. And then after that, anybody who attends the workshop is going to have the opportunity to present their offers and get them filled using the Heartfelt community, which is, as we know, thousands of people strong. So what I'm going to do here today is, wow, everybody's here already. Very good. All right, hello everybody. Awesome. Lots of new faces. Awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start at the top of my list anyways. And a question from Kylie Mills. And Kylie, congratulations, and I want to commend you. You've been asking a lot of questions. You've been doing the work. You've been really digging deep and figuring out what is it that you need. And this is the great question for just getting started out. How do I get started? Meaning, how do I even put myself out there like that? How do I do that? So her question is, how do I set myself apart from the rest when everyone seems to call themselves award-winning? This is a good question, and I think we want to start out with internally, ourselves, our spirit, how we connect with what it is we're doing, and our purpose and our passion as well. So for example, myself, I set myself apart from everyone by simply owning my own personal unique values, my alignment, and my personal motivators. What you want to do here, and I will give you the link to a masterclass that I did that really goes over all of that. But what you want to do here is think about what motivates you. What is your passion? What is your purpose? How does that align with other people? And this comes back to our niche, even so far back into our niche, that if we are supporting or working with or for or helping people that we're very aligned with, and those people also have the same motivating factors in their lives or their business or however it is that you're helping them, you're going to stand out and you will be their reward. You will be manifesting them and they are going to be manifesting you as well. They're going to say, oh my gosh, thank you, Kylie. I really needed your help. Thank you for making these beautiful graphics. Or, oh my gosh, you're making my life so much easier by supporting me in my business. So that's what I would say there. Let's start at the very, very beginning. Who are you? What support do you need and require in life? What motivates you? Why are you doing this? And how is that aligned with everybody else? Sorry, the kids are home. So think about that, Kylie. So if we're saying we want to support women who have a wellness business, who really want to be spending more time with their family, but also want to present like they've got it all. They've got it covered. They're good to go. Whether it's their systems or their graphics, you can help them do that. That's a great start. But Kylie, I want you to go deeper into yourself so that you can go deeper into that person so that that person feels ultimately aligned with you. And going deeper into yourself doesn't mean like, you have to sit there and meditate on it all day or anything like that. Think about what motivates you. Are you looking for a certain kind of lifestyle? Are you looking for security? Are you looking for dependability? What are your motivating factors in life? And let's plug those in and start talking about them with other people. For example, myself, my big motivating factors are things like financial security, being dependable, mastery, and getting my vision out there so that it can serve other people. And if you look around in the community here, almost all of you have those exact same motivating factors. You've got something you want to get out there. You really want to have that financial security every month, just knowing that it's going to be okay, not scrambling for the next client, that kind of thing. And we're all heartfelt and we're all here to serve and bring our purpose and our passion forward in a way that serves us. just as much as it serves everybody else. These are my motivating factors, and that is what this whole community is about. That is the culture of Heartfelt, and they're my individual motivating factors. So everybody that I serve, I know is aligned with me, and that makes me stand out. They get it. I stand out for them because I'm aligned with them, because I represent either what it is that they're going for, or what they're working with, or even just where they are right now. They are aligned with that, and that makes me stand out. Now, the idea here of standing out doesn't mean stand out for everyone, because I don't stand out for everyone. There are other people that I'm just white noise to because they're not aligned with me. They could care less. They're just there for the dollars, and they just want to get the funnel out there or whatever, email campaigns. That's not in alignment with me. I don't want to stand out to them. I'd rather they not notice me, and that's fine with me. So you want to stand out for your people, the people who have the same motivations and the same alignment as you do. And there are a lot of them, because I know you're pretty cool. You're very motivated, and you're very, in touch with who you are and what you need to be doing for everyone. So you will find those people, but you have to align with yourself. Stand out for yourself. And that's where self-confidence comes in as well. And just knowing who you are and accepting that unashamed, unabashedly, just accepting who you are gives you confidence. It really does. Those negative Nancys and those voices in your head will just disappear when you're like, no, I love myself. I'm not perfect. No, I'm not. I'm really bad at doing dishes. Ask my husband. Really bad. He just doesn't even let me do them. But that's okay. Still like myself. And guess what? I don't have to do dishes anymore because I accept that about myself. So that's where that goes. That was a really good question. I'm really glad that we started out today's with that one. Let me see if I can see any comments here. It's been kind of funky recently here. Let me see here. Okay. Awesome. All right, so I'm not seeing any comments, and I'm also not seeing how many people are on live. So if you're there commenting, okay, I'm here. I love you. I'll get to you as soon as I can see the comments. The next one, the next 4 questions were about packages and what to offer and that sort of thing. Group coaching, signature packages, these are all coming up here. And so I want to give you a brief overview of how we want to do packages. Again, I did do a masterclass that really talked about all of them and how to present them and when to present them and that sort of thing. I'll give you the link if you want it. Just say #masterclass and I'll get you the link for that as well. But what we want to do here is not create just one signature program, because number one, that's going to be hard to fill just one thing because not everybody needs just that one thing. And also you're being kind of aloof with some of the other opportunities that are out there. And the opportunities that are out there are the ones that you can create for them. So that's really exciting. You don't want to be leaving money on the table because somebody can't afford that one thing that you offer. Offer something for everyone, and offer them in a way that makes them feed one another back and forth. Back and forth. We want to have just this super highway of offerings that people can just keep going through and cycling through, and every time they go through the cycle, they get another aha moment, or they get another step forward, or they're just like, oh, okay, I need to step back, so I'm going to take this offer, and I'm going to put that one back, and when I'm ready, I'm going to take this one, and I might keep this one too. I might do both. We want to be able to have something that has this symbiosis, and they naturally work together, rather than this, or this, or this, or that. It can be this and this and this, or it can be this, and then maybe when I'm done with this, I'll go to that, or maybe I'll do both, and maybe it can be anything. The options are endless for them if you create the correct options for yourself. So what we want to do is have 4 different offerings, and I call them all offerings, even though one of them is absolutely free, because this is going to be the one that makes you the most money. So let's talk about them. So number 1, level 1, I call them levels. You can call them whatever you want, stage 1, whatever. Level 1 offerings are your free offerings. Things like boot camps, master classes. Some master classes can be paid. And I know, Crystal, you asked, you want just a session about master classes, and I will be doing that for you very soon. But starting on Monday in the incubator, let's start talking about that for you individually. But we want to have plenty of free things out there for people to just kind of touch and feel, get a sense of your energy, a sense of your generosity. Trust me, the more generous you are, the better it's going to be for you. So for example, myself here, you all know that I have a rabbit hole for you. I have 27.5 hours of free live trainings for you guys. That's level 1. master classes and lives and boot camps. I think there's like 6 or 7 boot camps available for you all on my website, all organized nicely for you. That helps me in so many ways. Number one, it helps me with the algorithm because I have people watching replays that are months old and that sort of thing and engaging on that. That algorithm loves it. Oh, wow, this is a 7-month-old live that she did and people are still loving it. So that makes the algorithm understand that the story that's happening here is a story that I should put out to everybody else. It helps my group grow just organically. And that's great because growth is the number one step to conversion. So with that, what you want to do is create a rabbit hole that, number one, doesn't give it all away. I know it feels like I give it all away. Trust me, it's not even close, not even scratching the surface of everything that I do with my paid clients. What we want to do is inspire people to ask more questions about any given topic. And we want to make sure that we're building it in a way that is kind of congruent and naturally leads into your paid offerings, the 3, at least 3 that you want to build. So what we want to do is start out thinking about our level 1 offering so that we can then push and guide everybody into the paid offerings. And the way that we want to do this is think about the big piece, the big picture, the big pieces, the big benchmarks or the big components or infrastructure of what it is you want to offer. Ultimately, what it is you want to do. So if there's, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, okay, let's do that. For me, I have like a 5 or 6 step process that I take all my clients to in a very vague sense. So, starting with their clarity and then going into building a community and a culture and then giving and receiving and creating balance and then finally actually creating these offers and getting them out there. So that is what I talk about. I don't really talk about a whole lot more than these things and how you can use your own spirituality and your own energy and vibration to do this in a way that doesn't create funnels or email campaigns, but your true authentic self without pitching or anything like that. Those are my benchmarks, and that is what I talk about when I'm going live. And honestly, it's great because that tells you guys this is what's going on here, that's what's happening here. Okay, I'm ready to listen. That's what we really want to do there. And once you've done that, you've created those, I call them the boulders. We've got these big boulders, and these are the things that I talk about in my level 1 offering. When I'm going live, when I'm doing posts, that kind of thing. And then what we want to do is think about our level 2 offering. And that is where we're going to take these boulders and we're just going to make them into big rocks. So smaller boulders. And then that's where we're going to just kind of get a little bit more detailed or a little bit more paced or something like that about the boulders. So this is going to be something that's going to be kind of inexpensive, an easy tiptoe in. Maybe they can't afford something bigger, or maybe they can, but they just kind of want to get a taste of you before they make a decision. This is where that's going to be. So it's probably something that's going to be automated or just a one-time thing or a paid masterclass or something like that, where we take these boulders and we break them down a little bit more for people. Now, depending on your business and what you offer, this could look like anything. There's no wrong answer here, as long as it correlates to your level 1 discussions. So once you've created your level 2, then you want to go to your level 3. And this is where you're probably going to make most of your income. And I highly recommend making this some sort of a residual income, recurring payments, that kind of thing, because this is where you're going to get the most testimonials. This is where you're going to get the most butts and seats. This is where you're going to get more people getting more activated because they actually get to spend some time with you, whether it's in a group setting or an inexpensive one-on-one sort of thing. So I personally have 2 versions of my level 3. I have a group version and I have a one-on-one version. My group version is, about $300. My one-on-one version is about $3,000. And this is right in between. Like I want this, but I need to save some money. Or I want this and let's go. Let's go right now. I'm serious. I'm building my business. In the next 30 days, I want to be making money. That's the option for them. So we want to have both of those options for them. And this is going to be something that's going to take those boulders that you broke down into rocks and break them down into pebbles. So smaller, more granular, a little bit more personalized experience, that sort of thing. And this is going to be something that you can do easily. It's not going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm working 70 hours a week on my level 3 offer and I'm exhausted. We don't want that. So this is something that's fun and easy for you to implement because it's simply just going deeper into what it is your big boulders are. And that's really exciting. And then finally, well, not finally, you can definitely go beyond this. I definitely have like 7 levels. But to get started, let's work on these 4. Your level 4 offer is going to be your elite level clients. This is what's going to be very one-on-one. It's going to be very intimate. You're going to do a lot of laughing and crying with this person. And you're just super aligned and super excited to have this person as a client. And they just are so happy that they manifested you and they're ready to go. And they want to go long-term and they want to go far. And that's what they're ready for. So with this one, we're going to take the boulders that we turned into rocks, that we turned into pebbles, and we're going to turn this into fine grained sand. Think white sandy beach. Detail, detail, detail. Availability, everything that they need, whenever they might need it, that is what that's going to be. And this is where you're going to probably get maybe 8 or 10 of these a year. And that should really be your goal. Because if you have more than that, you will burn out and you're going to feel too stretched out and they're not going to get enough of you and they're going to feel like, why did I just pay $8,500 for something when I feel like I'm afterthought to this person? So we don't want to have too many of these. And again, I will say level 3 is where you're going to make the most of your money, and there is a way to make that residual income for yourself as well. So you don't have to be like, all right, every month I have to have this many people doing these things. You don't have to go chasing after things as well. So what you want to do is think about these 4 offers, what they could look like, and how you want to implement it. Now, as far as implementing it goes, I'd have to know what it is you want to do. And as far as actually marketing this, we don't want to really market it too much. We want to present these things as opportunities. We want to present them as options rather than, I have this, please buy it. Somebody, I really need someone to buy this. We don't want to do that again. No pitching, no long-winded posting, please. I do have a few long-form posts, but it's full of information, bullet points. This is what's happening here. This is how it works. No waxing poetic, because if you've done level 1 correctly, they know you. They know what you represent. They know what you stand for, and they're ready. Because you're not going to sell something to somebody who isn't ready for it. You're never going to be able to sell something to somebody who doesn't want it. You're never going to convince somebody to spend any amount of money that they don't want to spend. So you don't worry about pitching it. Don't worry about marketing it. Just worry about creating things that are so aligned with not just the person and not just with you, but with everything else you're offering, that people just raise their hands. You post something about it and the next comment is, I just signed up. That's what you want to be creating here, something that is aligned with everything about you and your business. So for example, I offer, business and marketing coaching. So if I was to say, hey everybody, who wants to buy some black leather gloves from me? People would be like, what? Wait, huh? Why would I want to buy that from you? The things I buy from you are these things, not those things. Or if I said, hey, I offer mediumship for kittens, they're like, what? That's not what I buy from you. I buy business and marketing coaching. So we want to stay aligned. So for those of us who have a lot of things that we offer, let's create a system and a framework for each of these things that is maybe modular. So I'll take this thing that I know is going to be powerful for me. And you know what? Maybe if I want some Reiki with that too, I'll raise my hand when I'm ready. So we don't want to be pushing everything all at one time, if that makes any sense. Okay, so I'm still not seeing any comments, but I do see that there are quite a few people on. So I don't know. I see names. I see lots of names, but no comments. So I don't know. I have no idea. Thanks, Facebook. So helpful, right? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And the last thing that was asked was, how do I even get any kind of traction? I'm not getting anything. Nothing's happening. I think it was like 6 of you who asked that. I think we need to think about, at this point, if you've been doing it for 6 weeks, let's think about how we're presenting ourselves. If we've been doing this for, say, 6 months and we haven't seen anything, I think it's time to reframe. I think it's time to reformat and come at this thing from a different angle. Maybe even something completely different that you think should be working. If it's not working, it's not working. If you're offering something that people don't find financial value in, they're not going to pay for it. So we want to figure out what it is. What else can you be doing? How can we reframe, or how can we just find something different that's aligned but different and actually profitable? That's going to be very interesting for a lot of us. I have had 2 clients in the last 3 months who we've been working, and it's just, oh, and the restart, and I don't know, it's just not working, it's just not working. And we figured out what was wrong. And it was it was alignment. It really was alignment. So for example, I have one client, if she wants to raise her hand, she will, but I'm not going to say names. I have one client who really wanted to help people who had gone through a very traumatic situation that she had gone through a couple of years ago. And she wanted to do that because she thought, if there was only somebody back then who could have helped me, I wouldn't have suffered nearly as much. And that's a beautiful sentiment, you guys. It's lovely. And I just, oh my gosh, my heart just was so full of appreciation for the generosity of spirit behind wanting to offer this kind of help. But as it turned out, it was aligned, yes. Definitely, she was definitely aligned with this. But it didn't make her heart sing. It actually broke her heart to do this with everyone. It was like every day she would have to consider the idea of going back to that place and really sitting with those feelings and that thought and really transmitting her own physical and energetic self into that. It was crushing her spirit before she even got her first client. Just the idea was crushing her spirit. And here we are trying to correlate spirituality and success. So this is where that starts. If it's not working for you, it's probably because it's not good for you. It's the universe saying, you're close, you're getting somewhere here, but that's not it. That's not it. So we want to sit and you want to listen to yourself. Does this feel good? Is this the right people? Is this the right circumstance that I'm trying to fix? Is it just bad energy for me? Is this something that I healed from and I need to stay healed from even? So you really want to take a look at that and answer these questions honestly. And if you need to make a pivot, do it, go bold, be excited, and really own it. And if you have to pivot 9 times, do it. I have a client who's done it 6 times, and we're finally where she really is like, I am so aligned with this, and I am just getting universal downloads every minute of every day, and she's rocking it, killing it. She's like 300 people in her group in like a week because she's so aligned, and now she knows the steps, and she's doing the work, and that is real power. And it started out with, you know what, I don't want to help those people. I wasn't enjoying being in that situation, and I'm not enjoying having to put myself there for each of the clients that I might be getting. It was just a hard no for her, no matter how beautiful it is, no matter where it is. For me, I would really love the idea of helping children who were in the, in the system and it didn't work out well for them, or people who had just horrible adoption situations, that kind of thing. But there's no chance that I'm going to do that. I might invest some money in a nonprofit that does that, but I need to hold that stuff at arm's length because I healed and I learned and I grew. But that doesn't mean that I have to share in that exact way. I don't have to give back exactly 1 for 1. I give back in other ways, and I help other people who help other people in all kinds of different ways. And that's still me using my source energy and my internal intelligence that I received from these experiences. But I don't have to give it straight back, because then it's just going to be bouncing back and forth. There's going to be negative energy back and forth, that never-ending mirror. You know, when you put 2 mirrors next to each other or in front of each other, it's just going to be this negative cycle that's just going to drag everyone down. And at the end of the day, you may not actually end up serving anybody. You'll just be sitting around commiserating with your clients. And we don't want that either. We don't want that either. So we want to figure out what's working for you. If it's just not happening, then don't force it. It's the universe saying, that's not for you. That's not yours. Thank you for wanting to, but no, the universe has something else for you, and we need to find out what that is. So I don't see any questions or comments again here. Okay, let me see here. I do see some. Oh, Linda Lang, hi. All right, that's the only comment I see. And Ellington is crying, so I'm better to get going. He needs my attention. So if anybody has any questions about these things, let me know. I'm really here to help you, especially with the packages and why isn't this working? We really want to talk about that. So we've got a technical thing here, how do we set up a package? And we've got more of a spiritual thing here that is very important. Why isn't this working? What's going on? What is the universe? What is God trying to tell me here? So let's think about these things and really make them happen. I say, if nothing has worked so far, let's talk about what it is you're supposed to be doing in the first place before we start creating packages that might not sell because we kind of our truth doesn't want to do it anyways. So let's think about these things. And again, if you want to get into the full day program that we're doing next Saturday, let me know, or just register. The link, I'm pretty sure I put it here. Let's get these things figured out. because the year is already more than half over. So if we haven't sold things yet, or we're not sure what to sell, or we've sold a couple things, but we want some more things, or hey, I want to do a group program, let me know. I'll show you how to implement a group program. I'll show you how to show it to people so that it gets scooped up. Let me know. Let's get these 4 things covered for you, and let's move forward. Again, I probably shouldn't do more than 20 people in this program because I want to be able to touch everyone and give everyone personalized feedback on all of your packages. So let me know what your thoughts are if you have any questions, and I will see you all again soon. Monday, I'm officially back from vacation, and I'm excited, and I'm not in pain. I'm so excited about that. He did say always wear hats and always wear sunglasses outside, but I'm going to be okay. I'm in no pain right now, so that's good. I'm excited. So I will see you all soon. If you're watching the replay, please hashtag replay and ask any questions. If you need any of the master classes that I discussed here today, just ask. You know where to find me. I'll talk to you all soon.